Hello, and welcome to today's A Day in the Life, with a day in the life of a £10 note. What was it like for you as a £10 note living on the streets of London? I don't understand it. They kept passing me along. It was like I was just made of paper to them. For some reason they don't seem to care about how we £10 notes feel. And what do you think of that? It's an outrage. How can they do this to us after all we've done for them? We let them get all the food they want, and all they do to us is touch us up and keep us in their back pockets. Yesterday afternoon, I spent all my time touching some guy's bottom just because he'd like to keep me in his wallet. Oh dear, that's a very serious problem. I know that. You don't have to tell me. I mean, it wasn't the first time someone kept me in their back pocket, but it was definitely the worst. I woke up to find that I was being counted by a small child, and I didn't like that at all. It was horrible. He kept picking up coins and placing them down, making an awful lot of noise. And then, afterwards, he picked me up, and he said, "Yes." And then he put me down, and then he started counting the money on top of me. I mean, it's like I'm some sort of piece of money to him. I don't understand it. How can people treat us £10 notes like everyday coins? It's not right. And then later that day, when he was counting out his money, he started taking me out of his wallet and he handed me to some random stranger. And then the other man started giving him back some other coins. I mean, I don't understand why anyone would do that. It doesn't make sense. And then he walked away, leaving me alone with the strange man, and the strange man took me, and he put me into a large box with a load of other coins and stuff. It doesn't make sense. Us £10 notes shouldn't be treated like everyday coins. After a long time of lying in there in the dark, I heard this terrible noise. It sounded like somebody was shooting the man who'd taken me away. And then all of a sudden I felt myself being stolen. And then I was taken and placed into a wallet. It was a horrible experience. I've never felt anything like it. It was terrible. But luckily later that day, a load of men wearing strange hats and uniforms, with sirens that went nee-naw, nee-naw, came and rescued me, and that's how I've ended up here on this show talking to you. So, would you say that yesterday was a very exciting day for you? Oh yes, it was incredibly exciting. Of course, the only problem being that I was, of course, in a man's back pocket for, let's say, 20 minutes on the way to his house. And then again, when a police fellow put me into his wallet, and then I heard some more shouting, and it seemed that there was an argument with the policeman, and he handed me over again. So basically, I spent a lot of time in a person's back pocket, which is obviously terrible. How would you like it if I put you into my back pocket? I understand what you're saying. So you would say that £10 are treated unfairly in modern times? Oh yes, totally and stupidly unfairly. I mean, just look at me now. I'm bent in half. I can't even flatten myself out anymore. And my wife is going to be very annoyed because she doesn't like ironing out the creases. Well, that's it for today's episode of A Day in the Life. Tomorrow, a day in the life of a card. Thank you for watching this episode, and please subscribe. No, don't put me in the wallet. No, I can't stand it. Oh no. Oh, I don't want to touch your bottom. No, No, don't put me into the back. No.